Okay, so this should be Friday, okay? Yesterday you should have done a little bit of cardio. Today we're going to do legs, a bit of hamstrings, and a little bit of calf muscle. Okay, so first off, don't forget your warm up, okay? Warm up and stretch all your muscle groups as well that we're going to be working. There will be video, there's going to be a video above this on how to stretch your quadriceps, okay? Your hamstrings and your calf muscles, okay? So, yeah. Right, here we go. So we're going to stick with the same training principle what we have been doing, which is pyramid up, okay, pyramiding. So what you're going to do is we're going to go to a standard squat position. Okay, so what I need to do is stand back here a bit. Okay, as you can see, my feet are neutral. So what we do is that's relaxed, okay? I don't stand like that most of the time, I don't stand like this. My feet are almost in line with the outside of my feet are almost in line with my hips and everything. My feet, let's turn that down just a tad for you. Okay, so I'm just going to go around here, and like that. Okay, sorry. My feet, okay, are facing forward. Now, watch the demonstration video on squats, but I'm just going to take you through this again. It's really important. Okay, you go down, your knees go directly over the top of your feet, you go to about here. Just go sideways and show you. Okay, my bum goes out. Bum here, okay, out there, and just push back up through the heels. Push back up through the heels. So, what we're going to do now is, you're going to do the standard pyramid set up. You're going to use body weight at first, then you're going to up the weight with the dumbbells you have, and you're going to go right down to like 10 to 15 reps. If the weights aren't heavy enough, then just shorten the rest periods a little bit. So at the moment you're doing anything between 30 to 40 seconds rest. Okay, so let's get on with this. 2 sets. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to squat for 15, okay? 15. 14, not fully locking out the top as well because of the knees, okay? So you don't come right up and lock the knees out. Okay, so don't come up to the top and snap them or anything like that. Okay, so you just basically here as deep as possible and then come into there. If you're going to ask me where to hold the dumbbells at the moment, you can flip them to the shoulders or just hold them down by the side of your legs. Okay, so straight after the first 15 reps, you up the weight, another 15, and then your 12, and then your 10 to 12 last set. Okay, so 10 to 12 is roughly about the reps you should be hitting. 30 seconds rest in between, don't forget your breathing. So on the way down, okay, you breathe in, and on the way up, you breathe out. Okay, straight from that, straight after that, you're going to go straight to a lunge. So the first set actually hits your quadriceps, your entire quadricep, okay, not just one side or the other. It hits your bum a little bit, so your glutes, your hamstrings, and your adductors and other stabilising muscle groups. So you're going to go straight to a lunge. I need to adjust the camera. Okay, so I'm going to adjust you about there, that's better. Okay, so the lunge, from here, you're going to lunge forward, there, drop that back knee and push back. So let's do your side version here. Okay, so here, there, and push back. Okay, and you alternate for me. So make sure that knee don't go right over your foot. If it is, you're not stepping far enough forward. Okay, and that back knee needs to go right down to the floor. Now if you suffer with knee problems, or have had knee replacement or anything, leg day's a little bit different. Okay, there will be workouts for you on here. It's going to be more isolation moves, more floor moves. So squatting you probably won't be able to do, and lunges you won't be able to do. Now if you're getting pain in anything you're doing at the moment, via squats or lunges, watch how your feet land. If your feet aren't pointing straight and your knee isn't going for your foot in line with your foot, okay, that could be one of the main issues. Then again, you might have a little bit of floaty cartilage in there, which is just grinding a little bit, and it could be giving you grief. But otherwise, if you're pretty pain-free, just make sure you're going as deep as you can in the squat and as long as you can in the lunge. So once again with a lunge, you do 15 reps. Add a little bit of weight, another 15, a little bit more weight, 12 reps, a little bit more weight, 10 to 12 reps. Okay, standard pyramid. Then all you're going to do is, you're going to put your legs out wide. So you can go to a sumo squat position, which is here, roughly about there. Now if you watch my feet, can you see my feet? I think you see my feet. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, there, they're not pointing in at the moment, they're not pointing out. They're pointing forward. And I'm also concentrating on my adductors more than anything, which are down here. So that's important. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually pushing away on the floor a little bit. So I'm not just standing here, I push the floor away. Now by doing that, some people have a tendency of bowing their knees in. If that happens, just don't push the floor away at the moment. Hands on the hips, okay, unless you're holding weights. Come down as deep as you can. Now don't let the legs go out or in, they've got to kind of go right directly in line with your feet and push back up. Here, okay, there, bum out back as straight as possible and push back up. Now, my little side note here is to make sure, I've said this loads of times so far, okay, make sure that your legs don't wander in or wander out. Okay, and your feet at the moment are facing forward. Always, if they're pigeon-toed in or pigeon-toed out, just correct them. A lot of people, when they first start squatting, they think their feet are facing forward, but when they look down, or I say, really correct your foot, okay, they actually look down and point right out to the side. It's the way they've done stuff in life, just naturally relaxing that position, and that muscle group and tendon ligament is actually strengthened that in that particular position. It's nothing to say you can't correct it. Nothing to say you can't correct it at all. But otherwise, yep, so once again, the sumo squat position is going to be another 15, 15, 12, 10 to 12 reps on the last one. Okay, that will do on your quads. That will do. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to move over to calf raises. So I need to readjust the camera. So I'm going to switch it off and switch it back on in a second. See you in a minute. Bye. Okay, so moving on to calf raises. There's there's quite a few ways you work your calves, but predominantly your calf or calf muscle wants to go here to here. Okay, so I do say okay a lot. So what you've got to imagine is you're kind of, when you come down, I'm going to show you, you'll understand a bit more in a second. When you come down, you're trying to hook your foot on and then calf raise back up with the calf. Okay, you need to keep the body straight. We're not rocking backwards and forwards, I'll show you that in a minute. You want to stretch as much as possible at the bottom and squeeze as much as possible at the top. Your feet should be in line, okay, at the moment, unless I say otherwise. They shouldn't point out or point in unless I say, okay. The one little technique I'm going to say to you is almost pull your legs together. So like you're going to pull your knees together. So what I mean by that is, okay, so I'm pulling my legs together here. And that now allows me to pull my feet together, and that gives me full plantation of my foot. And I'm going to show you now. Okay, so from here, let's just adjust it a little bit more. There you go. Right, so my feet are square. They are square. Okay, so you're going to stretch all the way down. I'll show you from a side angle in a minute. And we come up and we squeeze at the top. Then controlled, and we squeeze through the calf muscle. So you control down, you don't drop. Okay. And we squeeze at the top. I'm going to move you over here. You see from here. Now I need to show you a bit more of my body actually. So let's just move that there. Right, so some people have a tendency of doing this. Okay, I don't want that. I want the body straight up here. We calf raise up and we calf raise down, okay? So we don't go up and drop. We squeeze through the calf muscle. Squeeze through the calf muscle. Okay, now, you're at the moment just going to give me a standard setup of a step. Okay, I'm not going to show you any drop set of this or different positions in terms of like you can go full range and then half range and then off the floor. Your calf muscle likes to grow when it's in its top position more than at the bottom position, but it's super important to stretch it out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask you to do the standard thing again, the pyramid set, 15, 15, okay, 12, and then, I forgot myself then, and then 10 and 12. Okay, add a little bit of weight if you have to. If you can't add weight by holding a dumbbell, so you don't want to go single leg at the moment or anything, just shorten the rest period. Your calf respond very, very quickly, and they also respond quite badly sometimes to the point of where that would probably, just them 4 sets could be enough to actually make them rather sore. So you're going to gauge this off of this particular week. So that's all you're going to do in the way of calf raises. Okay. So what I'm going to move on to now, because I want you to do these two almost in conjunction with each other, is a hamstring hip thrust. So I'm going to move you around here. I'm going to lay on the floor over here. Woo. Right here. Yes. So what you're going to do, I'm going to show you two positions. Your leg's going to be in a 90-degree angle here, okay, or in a V section. One leg in the air here, palms flat, push through your heel. Okay, so push through your heel to the ceiling, come back down, don't let the bum touch the floor, and just keep going. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing the hips up. So you push the hips to the ceiling and squeeze the back of your leg here. Right, so if that's too easy, well, you're just going to do your first set of 15, and then 15. And the way you add weight is you hold the weight on the hips here. So I'm going to spin around here and show you from this position. Okay, so my foot's here, legs there, push to the ceiling, back down. Push and back down. Do one leg at a time. 15, 15, 12, 10, or 12 reps towards the end. Okay, that'll do then. That'll do then. When you've been lunging and squatting, that will be hitting their muscle groups again. Okay, so that said, week one. Yay, done it. Okay, in terms of for you've done it. Week one, done. This is a learning week. The next couple of weeks will be learning. As you progress, you won't believe how much you do learn. If I asked you to go onto a university course, and then you go, it's a 4-year course, and suddenly you look at the 4th year and see what you're supposed to learn, and you think there's no way on God's earth I'm going to learn that. But then, over a matter of years, you just start looking back and think, I can't believe how much I've learned. That's how this is going to feel. That's exactly how this is going to feel. The difference between the online system and my actual clients is my clients get to see me face to face, but this is already written down and catalogued within videos. It's beautiful. Okay, if I say the word beautiful. They are benefiting from the system as well. So don't think just because you're not training here, you're not getting the full benefit of my expertise, because you are. Okay, and what isn't on the system, I've explained this all anyway, what isn't on the system, you ask me and I will put it on there. If you want a specific video, a specific workout, I will do that for you. Okay, no other system does it. What I'm trying to get across is, this is a better way to learn in a way. It just is, because you can go over and over and over the videos and just reinforce. When you do PT sessions, they're gone, and then that person has to try and remember that or contact me and ask me again. Okay, but this way it's all catalogued, so it's perfect, it's brilliant. Anyway, look forward to seeing you in week 2. Okay, be good, eat clean, recover, rest and recover over the weekend. Done. Okay, see you next week. Bye.